of you too. Now I'm dreaming. Hey, what's up? Oh shoot! I wish we can turn this. Hold on. I gotta buy another freaking shoot. If it's crooked, it's because I have to charge my phone, and the way my stand is set up, I can't do it straight. But what's up, everybody? How's it going? I know I've been gone for a minute, but it's because I've been working a lot. Yep. I've been working a lot. What's that? Oh, shoot. What'd I do? There we go. Come on. It don't want to work. Hold on. Let's give you. Oh, maybe it's just. I need a new computer because it's just. Hold on. Yeah. I recently got this book right here. So far, it's very understandable. So far, I can understand it better than the other one I got. This one is more straightforward. First few, I want to say, first few, first few pages is about the PTCB test itself, and then you get in around page 57, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty straightforward about that. Proof of it gives you all the rundown that you need for the test, what the test gonna be like and everything. Yeah, and I think I like the format of it. It's a little bigger and bigger in like size reading wise. So I think that one goes really good with my ADHD and stuff. But yeah. So far I've been trying to get through this, trying to learn study by little. Still struggling with the I'm still kind of struggling with the 200 words because, some I'm trying to learn the endings, but then some endings don't really correlate to the same meaning, like some, like OLZE, I think that's for the stomach, but sometimes it might mean something for, your foot. So it's kind of hard in that sense, and you got to know both the generic and the brand. So it's been hard for that part as well. But the pharmacist I work with, he's been helping me a bunch get that down. But yeah. Let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. Let's see something new. Let's see. Something hip hop. Mm, let me check and see if everything is all right on that. And I don't want to be talking and nobody can hear me. Uh, let's see. Let me see if it shows that I'm live right now. Oh yeah, it shows that I'm live right now. Yay. Let me see if everybody can hear me. Let's see. Oh, it's not. Gosh, I need a new everything around here. Is it because I want to go? Let's see if I can turn it this way and it work. Yeah, I think it'll be. No, it's not gonna work. I just seen it. Oh, how do people get the widescreen and stuff? I guess because I don't have a I guess because I don't have a camera. I'm going off my phone, so please don't be mad at me. So don't be mad at me if it's kind of sideways because I'm trying to let me let's see. Kind of turn it like that so it will charge so it don't be as crooked, but it's yeah. So yeah, I've been studying, still trying to study. I just set up my date for the exam, the PTCB exam, on July 10th. So that's about 21 days away. So I'm really trying to bury myself and actually get myself. Oh, I'm echoing. So I'm really trying to buckle down and really study. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I've been lollygagging. I've been working crazy time. This week I didn't have a day off anytime in the week. So because some techs were on vacation, some techs are on off Friday and Thursday. So I had to make up the slack by being there as a clerk. I'm currently a clerk. So yeah, I've been trying to work some being in being the only clerk now because the other clerk left, and the pharmacy manager hasn't posted the other job for the clerk job. So it's just been me trying to do the job of mainly three to four people in one. So I'd be so tired after work that to a point I don't really study. I try to study at work because lately it's been slow. Like this week it's been raining a lot, so we haven't got a lot of customers in the pharmacy. So I've been on like Quizlet trying to look at different I've been looking at the SIG codes. I've been looking at the 200 medications and everything. So yeah, I've been trying to at least get something in. And I still got to study the law and the uh the freak I still gotta study the equations, the pharmacy equations, because there's a lot of those. So I've been just trying to learn stuff as I come and go, because I have been learning a little as I've been looking at the pharmacy tech and the pharmacist, and I've been talking to the pharmacist because he likes teaching people stuff. So I've been getting knowledge from him and everything. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I had to really tell myself to go ahead and schedule it because if I didn't do it, I would never take it. I would never take it because I'm so scared, but I took it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. July 10th, I might film that day of me going up there to the. I gotta go to the testing center on the college, current the local college, community college here. So they have a testing center here that I can go to and do it. So, yeah. Uh, so I've been just studying. I recently, if you haven't heard, I recently got this book. This book is a lot. It's pretty thick and it's simplified for those who needed to be dumbed down a bit. This one has been working. I really understand a lot of stuff that I didn't truly understand on my own. So, yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Yeah. So, yeah. I just been trying. I really wish, sometimes I really wish that I had went through like a pharmacy, like the current pharmacy I work at, they had a little program that they had like the train you on the site. And on site, I really wish I had done that because I think I would be more prepared than I am. I'm not knocking going online and doing it, but I really wish I had gotten there and did it, been um learning how to do data entry and learning how to do the counting right there, and learning instead of having to take the test first and then get the information and stuff like that. And now that my trainee, because I live in the state of Texas, now that my trainee license is about to end, I think on the 25th of this month, because you only get 2 years and you can't do it no more, which is suck. But I understand why they do it like that. So now I'm kind of like, I'm just going in as a worker, not as a trainee. So it kind of sucks. But I think the pharmacist, I'm going to stay with the pharmacy right now because I believe I can get good enough. I want to get a little more time. Oh, good God. I want to get a little more time in the pharmacy before I go out and try to expand my horizon. Because eventually I want to get the advanced pharmacy tech badge they have on the site, the ptcb.org site, and they have the IV course and everything. I think not course, but the IV like certification. So like if you want to go work in hospitals, you can go and get that certification and be able to be certified to work with the chemicals, like making chemotherapy IVs and all that stuff. So that seems like something fun to do. And a lot of jobs that I've been looking at, they really require you to be well advanced. If you're going to go in a hospital setting or like inpatient setting, they want you to be certified in IV mainly. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to do that. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to get the basics down to feel comfortable enough to, if I want to move to like a city, because I live in a small town right now. So if I want to move into like a big city, I can go out and get a job and be able to make a comfortable living while knowing what I know. I mean, I work at a pretty big grocery store, as I work in a grocery store. I mean, it's like local. It's only local to my state, basically. But it's very, I like it, I like it. It's a bit stressful because the customers you have to deal with. And mainly our town is older generation, so they can be a bit a bit I don't want to say exhausting, but they're a bit, they want, like, they want it then and there, done like that. They only think that we just put in bottles and give it to them. They don't actually get how much it goes into actually getting the medication, actually putting these in bottles, making sure that the doctor did their part, that the doctor didn't try to hurt them, because some of these doctors just be writing scripts and not really looking at it, or they don't really tell the patient about the medication, or they don't really tell them about um the different names of them and stuff. So they're coming to us like it's our fault, or they tell the patients that, oh, I'm gonna send it over right away, and it'd be like days later they send it over, or they haven't sent it over, and the patients are coming right over from the doctor's office or from the hospital, saying, "Hey, my doctor um just sent over a prescription. Well, we haven't received it." Well, they said they sent it. It takes a long time, especially if they're going electronically. It takes like 10 to 15 minutes, or even if they send it, um sometimes they forget. Like they're busy just like we're busy, and a lot of people forget that they forget. So when I tell them at the window, I'll be like, we'll send a request if they need refills. I say we'll send them a request, but they don't really like to listen to us. So we advise you as a patient to give them a call, because they can say, we can send a request, and they don't do anything with it. So it's like, what's the point? And then I don't think a lot of patients realize that pharmacists are doctors as well. They don't see it as that. They just see somebody just putting their medication. They don't really realize that pharmacists are doctors. Like, literally, they have to go through medical school just like a regular pre-med, just like a regular doctor. They have to go do rounds and rotations just like a regular doctor. A lot of people don't get that, because we had an incident within the pharmacy where basically the lady told our pharmacist that basically he wasn't a doctor and he didn't know what he was talking about. But they do know what they're talking about, because some of these doctors don't know that a lot of these medication reacts, like, if you take this with this one, it might hurt you, kill you. They don't really I don't think I was supposed to say that on YouTube, but anyway, they don't realize these doctors go to college for pharmacy, which is the study of drugs and the reaction of the drugs within the organism, which is the body. They don't realize that we're not just here playing with medicine. We're actually there's an actual science behind all this stuff, and there's a code and regulations that go behind this stuff. And yeah, they're just getting mad at us and everything, and it's really not our fault. I mean, some of them do realize that it's not just our fault, and sometimes their doctor is just being, they don't have the time, or their nurse is not doing it. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. And especially if we're transferring medications from another pharmacy to our pharmacy, not all, let me say this, not all pharmacy technicians are trained equally. They probably don't have the same standards as you, as your pharmacy has over there. Some of them lollygag. I've heard most of these pharmacy techs that I have worked with, they talk about how other pharmacy were not up to par, and they were just lazy. But I don't want to get into that. That's kind of I don't want to get into that. But we still have to remember that some pharmacies are bigger, have a bigger clientele, bigger patient population than others. So we have to be like patient with those too. And a lot of people, because they don't like the how fast or how slow a certain pharmacy is moving, so they go back and forth. And they should be really careful about that, because it can look bad on you, especially you have a controlled substance. You cannot do that. With controlled substance, you have to stay at one pharmacy, because there's a law that you cannot go back and forth. It's going to make you look bad. Even as a patient, it makes you look bad. Even though you may not think you know you're taking your medication right, and you know you're doing everything you're supposed to, it makes you look bad, because it looks like, because you can't get it over here, you're going over here, and because they don't run out of it, you coming back over here. It kind of looks bad. Yeah. But yeah, I've been learning a lot. I've been seeing the real deal and inside of what it goes into being working in a pharmacy. Period. Is you gotta be, you gotta have your mind on. You gotta really have your multi. Let me say, you really have to be a multitasker as well. You gotta be a multitasker. You gotta put on many hats, especially if it's like a small pharmacy. You have to put on many hats. So sometimes I'm working drive through in front, and then I have to go put bags up with the medication in on the hooks, so like we can go back and get them. And then I have to be back at drive through. Then, oh, your stapler done ran out, so you gotta go to supply drawer, get that. You gotta take refills over the phone. You gotta do that. If the phones are ringing off the hook, you gotta make sure you're paying close attention. And now I'm also doing calling patients when their medicine has been here longer than a week, because after a certain amount of days, I think it's 10 days, they had to put it back, because we can't just keep it up there. And a lot of patients get mad at us because we had to return their medications because they didn't get it in time. And we're like, by law, we have to do that. It's not just us being mean. Is by law, we have to do it. And it will take up a lot of space if we just leave those medications on the shelf. And medication expire. That's why they tell you, after using it, if you still have more, disregard. Or if you don't have if it's like a controlled substance, take it to, well, here, I know here in my hometown, you're supposed to take it to the sheriff's department to dispose of it. People don't realize that. A lot of people don't. So we can't just keep that certain medication on the shelf as long as you want it to be. So yeah, I've been just learning, and some just griping a bit, because I had a long week. I really have. I have had a long week. I have been working 10 a.m. to 6. It may sound like, oh, that's a good, but I have to wake up because I don't have my own transportation. So technically, I have to leave the house at 8 to catch the bus to take me over there by 9, so I'll be there on time for work. Because I don't like being late. I just don't like being late. I come in early, a little bit early, in case, they might need my help or something. But yeah, I just been working all week because we had a couple people out. Yeah, we had a couple people out. Yeah. So yeah. Anybody have any questions? I have been seeing a couple of questions in the in my comment section. about Stufful and stuff, I'm gonna do a video about pros and cons of it, because I have a few cons to it. There's a few, things to it that I was like, I didn't like, but it's not, I don't think it's real bad. Like, let me give you examples. So, like, some of the projects, they like the extra credit projects, they want you to do like video, but sometimes you don't have time to video. Or let me see, like group projects. If they're I understand the pros is that they don't require you to actually have to do it with the group project, like with the group. You can do it individually. The con is that you have to do it over Zoom. You can't record some of the pre-record it. You have to do it like in the portal, and that kind of difficult because sometimes you want to start over and start over. You only have so many. I think it's like 5 times to start over in the portal. So that's a bit of a con to me because I like, I want to be able to go back and look at my videos and see where I messed up and where I need to get better at. Yeah, so yeah. So I'm gonna drop a video about that. But also, I don't want to stay on Stealthful and the pharmacy tag. I mean, I like doing the content because people appreciate it and I'm helping people. But I also want to shift to other things on the channel so I can bring in a more variety of people who might need or just want to watch to see where I can go with it, because right now I'm sitting at 120, which thank you for 120 subscribers. That means a whole lot to me. And I'm gonna keep updates with the pharmacy tech and how I'm going by and how I'm doing. But I want to branch out. I want to do some like hauls on Shein hauls or like cooking videos. I've been really wanting to put up a cooking videos, but I've been trying to help people, you know, get through the stepful stuff first. I'm gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna probably do a big video, pros and cons, Q&A, all that stuff. Some frequent asked questions I've been getting in the comments. So yeah, I probably will do that as a big last, not last, but close to last video, because I want to take you on a day when I have to take my test in July, and see how it goes and everything. But you know, I can only film so much with that because you can't have phones or anything like that. But yeah, that's when I really want to pivot it. The reason I really started the stealthful like week by week thing is because I didn't see any when I went to look to see how stealthful was. I really wanted to when I go like any product, any like schooling thing, I really want to see other people's point of view. I want to see what they say about it. If I like people telling me about it, not just people writing reviews. I want to actually hear people tell me their story. So when I didn't see anything but Stealthful's, you know, their advertisement, they're advertising all over TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all those things, and you don't see any reviews, that's kind of suspect. It's kind of suspect. So I started these because I know these can really help people make their decision. I've had multiple people tell me in the comments, hey, your reviews help me solidify that this is real and this is what I've been trying to get into pharmacy tech, and this is, thank you for putting out the review because I wasn't seeing anything. And that really makes me happy that I'm the review that help people, you know, choose this program to see if it's real or not. Because with Penn, I was going to go to Penn Foster, and then I saw the reviews on them. They're horrible. They said they're not as good because they said they don't get any help. They felt like they got scammed and everything. So, no, I'm not doing that. And if I had went to, because I have a local college that does the pharmacy tech, but it's like $3,000 for like the class and taking a lab and everything like that. $3,000 I don't have at the time that I was looking into that. I was fired from my job, so I didn't have any money. And most of those programs you can't use grants on, like the Pell Grant stuff on. So I think that's another topic I want to talk about, because that's so frustrating. If you don't want to get a degree, but you want to have a certification, you can't use a Pell Grant. I think you should be like, there should be like a separate like grant you should get for said certification, so people can get those certification. Then if they like that certification, they can go on to get that degree in said certification. Yeah, so that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so I was kind of like, dang. And then they want me to travel to another town over for, I mean, it's like one time, but I probably wouldn't be able to make it. So I was like, dang, I really want to do it, because I tried another program that was like from a college. It was like one of those education to go type um class courses, and I felt like I was just doing stuff I already know. Like, I understand that not a lot of people know like medical terms, but I knew it. I knew it, but you still had to go through it. You still had to go through it, and you couldn't pass up it to go do other parts of the course. So I was bored. I literally wasted, I think, I want to say 1,500 on that one. And I was coming in early at my other job, this job way before the current one I had. I was coming in early doing my work, everything, and I felt like I was not learning anything. I was it was not like you could talk to somebody or get tutored by somebody. Like, you're not getting on Zoom or with anybody. It's just you learning how to do it by yourself. And I'm all for studying, doing it by yourself if you can do it, but I need a human interaction so I can like ask questions, so they can demonstrate for me as to what they're talking about. And those programs, I mean, the in the college one, the in-person one, it would, I mean, it would be in person, but I would want to get a part-time job. But for that one, it's full-time. It's a full-time thing. So you have to go Monday through Friday, like 8 to 3. So I would have to work at night. And then if I work at night, then I'm going to be too tired to do the rotations. And I don't want to be tired doing rotations because those matter. But luckily, Stelful wasn't a scam. Um, I got to do the pharmacy tech. I was really contemplating to do the medical assistant or pharmacy tech, but pharmacy tech had been on my mind. Um, Before pharmacy tech, I really wanted to do EKGing, but that stuff was very hard. I don't think I could have done it. And then I think, yeah, so I was just went with my second, which is pharmacy tech. And luckily I got a good teacher, and luckily I got to pick my time into when I want to attend, which was working with my schedule. I would come home, I think it was 5 to 9. It wasn't truly 5 to 9. We got done with class within an hour. So, because a lot of people were at work doing this stuff, putting like we didn't have to really have our screen on. So people were at work, or they'd be like, "Hey, I'm driving. I'll get back on when I get home," or "Hey, I just want to check in to make sure, tell you I'm here." I'll watch the replay because they had replays after on the portal, so you can do the replays. So I think that's, it was a good spot for me. So luckily they were legitimate, which I'm grateful for. So yeah. So I'm gonna start doing, I think I'm gonna do another video on Stuffle. The finishing remarks, my finishing, you know, uh, my final thoughts, my pros and cons, my frequently asked questions. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I think I'm gonna do another video about things I did to practice for the test if I pass. That's if I pass. I know you're supposed to be like, yes, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna be like, I'm more of a person that like, I know when it's not gonna work out. That's just me. I know when it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. And people look at me like, dang girl, why you being like that? I'm like, I know what's gonna work for me. And right now, looking at all the stuff we had to learn and all the qualifications, like all the marks you have to learn, the 200 medication is 40% of this test. I haven't, and you have to know the generic, the brand, the classification, the schedule it is. That's a lot. That is a lot of stuff to remember. I mean, it might come easy for some people, but for me, it's not coming that easy. I'm gonna need some extra time to get it together. I mean, I've been, let's see, graduated in March, April, May, June. So it's been 3 months. So I think after 3 months, I should, go ahead and take it. Yeah. I can go back and look at, hold on. I can go back and look at the materials on the portal if need be, which I have been going back and looking at the portal because they have the 200 flashcards on theirs. They do little quizzes. I can go back and look at exam reviews and everything. I think my problem is that having all these requirements and knowing that all these requirements and having to pay $129 for one exam is getting to me. I truly think it's getting to me. It's my mind's, psyching me out and everything. But we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this hurdle. And then I'm also nervous about messing up. Like, because it's so, healthcare is nothing to just play with. These are people lives you have in your hand, whether you're sitting at a desk as a medical office assistant or the doctor or a surgeon, because these are people's lives you're playing with. These are people's lives. One slip up can literally change people's lives, and a lot of people don't realize that. Just like that girl who was on live while handing out medication and saying people's names and everything, and trying to play the comment section like they were being haters or something. No, girl, these are people's relatives. These are people who are in need, and you're playing in their faces by violating HIPAA. You took literally take an oath before you become a nurse. When you're, I think, before, when you're graduating from nursing school, you take an oath to basically serve and protect, to honor the HIPAA agreement. And you're just doing that stuff. I don't understand how half of these people getting through nursing school, medical school, or anything like that. It's really bamboozling, very scary if you really think. And I hate that, like, older generations hate on newer generation because they think, oh, we're trying to take the easy way out, or we're just dumb and we're just that. But it's not really helping that you're doing the dumb stuff and you're proving their point by doing these things. Like, literally, you're on camera with these people's names and everything showing. And you think people in the comments who are telling you, get off live, don't be saying that stuff, you're violating HIPAA, and you calling them a hater. No, they're trying to save your job. And she was fired, thank God. It's weird out here, but yeah. I didn't mean to go off in a tangent, but that's one of my really, really scary parts, because you do hold people's lives in their hands, because giving them too much or misdosing them, which is not, and not catching the misdosage, or if you put in the data for them to take if it's 2 times a day and you put 3 times a day, you're overdosing them, and they're back in the hospital sick. And then you've got to deal with the repercussions on the federal level, because these are laws to protect the people and you're violating them. It's like crazy. And I really take that because I value my freedom and I don't want to be in any type of trouble. I don't do well in trouble. I don't do well in trouble. So that's another thing that's been in the back of my mind, and why I've been hesitant to take the test, because I don't know. It's not like fear, but it's like the weight of that responsibility is on my shoulders. I mean, even as a clerk, I do have that as a pharmacy clerk, because if you're not paying attention, there are a lot of patients that have the same name and the same date of birth. So you got to really pay attention to those, because we literally had one. Um, they had the same name but different birthdays, but I didn't really pay attention. But luckily I caught it before actually handing it out. So, what we've been doing is highlighting the difference so we can get it make sure we don't make that same mistake again. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm starting to talk slow because I'm a bit tired. But I'm trying to stay on here at least an hour, you know. See if people have some questions or want to chat or something like that. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see if I can find some non-copyrighted videos. Music video, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I can turn it up a bit. Just a bit. Hmm. Oh yeah, I've been working on some flashcards to to do at work while we're not busy or anything. So yeah, I just been doing that. I've been trying. Been trying, y'all. Like I got a bit of them down, but not like a whole lot of them down. I've been checking out jobs too, just to see the requirements after I get the certification, the exam passed. I've been looking at different jobs because I really want to move to the city. That has been my dream for a long little minute, to move to the city. And necessarily, not necessarily. I mean, the money is a plus for the city, but also to brighten my horizons. To like get, if I don't want to work in the like counting in the retail, going to the city, you can work like this data entry pharmacy technician, or you're just a refilling technician. So yeah, I wanted those different little things, like working, because Amazon, you can be a pharmacy tech like that from home, which is something that I really been looking into, from like a pharmacy tech from home. But a lot of people like to, woo, a lot of people like the aspect that you can travel with it, which I really like. Hmm. Sorry, I was looking at my LinkedIn. But yeah, that's what I've been really wanting to do. Is fine. Move out of my old small town and try to stretch my legs, spread my wings, and be more independent than I am. Man, I wish I had a better setup, man. I truly do. Like, they have one in Houston for a sterile compounding technician that looks really good. But this one, they have a one from Arkansas. It's 7 on, 7 off overnight. I don't think I would like that. I need something consistent. Not 7 on, 7 off, 7 on, 7 off, 7 on, 7 off. That's, I'll get too bored. I mean, I like having days off, but not like that. That means I'm not getting paid for a week. I mean, if you have like another job or like a side hustle that can make up for that lack of money, then go ahead. I say do it. But also, I don't want any crazy hours. I like working day shift. I don't want to work at night. Even though I'm up at night. But I want to be at home to where if I fall asleep, I can just lay on down. Yeah, like I'm gonna do after this because I'm so tired. I don't know why, but I'm tired even though I took a nap today. I did. I took a nap and I'm still tired. I don't know. I'm gonna start going to the gym. I really need to because my health is getting bad. I already have a heart problem, but I don't want it to get even worse because I recently went to the doctor. And this year I went to the doctor and they told me I was on the verge of becoming pre-diabetic, and I was like, no, I can't have that. And I really do have a bad sweet tooth. I'm talking about bad. So I really need to clean it up and do better. I mean, after 3 months, I went back to the doctor and she said I'm doing a little better, but I could be doing a lot. And we looked at my like weight and then noticed it's going up and down. And she's like, we can try GPL-1s like Wegovy and Ozempic and all that stuff. She's like, your insurance pays for it. I was like, I don't really want to be on medication. Not to say it's bad or anything. I think I can do it on my own if I really and truly put my mind to it and just lose the weight and go to the gym and eat how I'm supposed to. It's just I'm too lazy and I don't want to do it. But this year I'm gonna push myself to do it because it's ridiculous. I'm tired of feeling out of breath. I'm tired of not finding the clothes I want to wear and stuff. I want to be free, you know. I want to wear not skimpy clothes, but I want to wear something sexy, you know, go out, you know. I want to have more stamina like I did like back in high school. I used to dance around my room and everything. But I also want to feel full. And I don't know, I might need to I think I need to go see like a therapist or something about the eating control, or at least a dietitian. I need to go and probably talk about what's going on with my eating habits, because I do eat when I'm emotional. And I know that's pretty bad. Like when I'm truly like nervous, I just eat, or stressed out, I eat mainly sweets. Something crunchy, something sweet and salty, something, you know, just to have something. But I'm gonna start buying gum, even though you're not supposed to do that. That's pretty bad. But I need something to keep myself from eating all day, because I work in a grocery store. That's galore. I can go over there to the deli. I can go over there to the bakery because they're right there. I can go out there and get as much as I want because I got the money and I get paid every week. So it's like I don't have to wait 2 weeks for it. I can go get it if I wanted to. Like I literally we got a few like Starbucks across the way. We got Church's Chicken across the way, and I'm walking to these places and just getting it and eating it. And I've been cutting myself off from Starbucks because I was going there almost every day for like 2 weeks, and I'm not that. I mean, when it comes to like cutting myself off to like going to McDonald's or going to Starbucks, I can easily do that. I just be too lazy to get up and just do it, you know. But I need to stop just going and getting actually consciously, you know, consciously thinking, you know, go get this apple, go get if I want something sweet, go get some dates. I just literally just looked up dates and what's the taste like. They say God has like it's sweet, something sweet, and it has a caramel like consistency. I'm thinking it's or taste. I'm not sure what is it. But I was thinking, I can make something out of that, you know. So yeah. I'm just trying to get my life together because I'm 25. I'm almost to 30. And my coworker is like, girl, you're not close to 30. I said, I'm 25. I'm right there. I want to live life. Shoot. I'm just right there. I'm right there at 30. And I've done nothing. I want to do something. And people like tell me I look younger than 25. I'm like, no. I feel like my age, and it's not good. I'm talking about it's not good. Let me say I feel older than my age, and I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel better than my how I feel, you know. I want to feel like I'm 25. I don't want to feel like I'm 45 or 50 or hitting the grave, you know. So yeah. So I've been just trying to get my life on track. But Planet Fitness, y'all outrageous for these prices. Sign on is $50. Then you want another 40 for a yearly fee, and then you want 17 every month. No ma'am. But I think I'm gonna have to go because the other gyms around here, they don't have any treadmills or anything, or it'd be like more than that combined a year with Planet Fitness. So ugh, I don't know, because there's one across from my job that's like $40 a month, but they're more of a strength training type of gym, which I do need because I don't want to just do cardio. I think that was the last time I tried to lose weight. I just did cardio, like walking and stuff, and I was dragging a little bit because of the saggy skin and all that stuff. But I don't want to be doing that. So yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in to this live. I made it to an hour. I'm so proud of myself because even though I didn't get the views I wanted, I stayed. Like I don't know. I have high expectations for myself, but I don't put in the work. So I'm gonna work on that this year. I mean, it's already halfway through. I can still work on it. But yeah. I made it. Thank you for the 1 and 2 followers, the viewers that I had. I truly do thank you. So, see you next time. I will be putting up some videos. Peace.